Hi friends, Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. Welcome back to my crafty desk, and today we're gonna get moving on, making some more of these pages, or prepping the pages on the idea journal. So if you've seen the video where I was going through all my ephemera to mimic, a lot of it's already done. I do need to make more pieces for myself, but so that I can keep them in the idea book. But as you can see, and as I learned, I have a ton, so I need to get these pages done. And although I love the way they're looking, being collaged on the back, I mean, oops, with these neutral tones, you know, to be the setting for the idea for the piece to sit on top of, I am wanting to move a little faster than collaging allows me. I'm not the fastest collager, so I think what I was gonna, so I decided I have so many things printed that I've had in from digi kits from the last, I don't know, 5 years or more. I don't even know now, since 2018. So I thought I'm just gonna take them and I'm gonna do full page covers on the backs. I just don't want these colors. I don't feel like it's gonna play well with my eyes. So I want something that's still, what am I looking for? What is the word I'm looking for? Still very neutral, but pretty, and that I can live with. And since these are just living in this folder for over a year, I'm gonna go ahead and use them. I have all these are all lace ones. I believe, let me see. I think these are chapter 1. There may be somebody else in here. Chapter 1, I mean, I had everything all labeled before when I was making something, so I would know where to go to get back, and I printed them on both sides. So I've got those to play with there. I've got this folder here that I pulled out. This has some cardstock stuff right here, which I will not be using on these. And I bought these before. I thought I would love them, see, in 2019, but I don't really care for them. They're just not, I mean, I like that one. I don't like that one. So it's not that I don't like it. It's just it's not speaking to me. But I do like this. I think that's too small for the page though, and I actually really want to cover the page. So that's a nice one. I'm just going to go ahead and start tearing them out because I need to get going on this stuff. I want to get this idea journal done. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm ripping up on the other side, but that's right. That's okay. It's my idea book. I don't need to be too insane with it, do I? No. Anyhow, I just want to get it going. So let's see. Will that fit on there on my page? So yeah, I still might have to do like a little collaging on there, and that's fine, but for the most part that one fit. And then I can use these pieces to collage since I've already done that, or I can use that piece. I feel like I'm going to use, I want the bigger piece because I don't, this is the thing, is I don't want to have to collage that much, but I already have that one. Oh my gosh, I can't even decide on this. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm gonna go with this one because, you know, it could be a belly band. No, I'm just kidding. It's a nice long piece to fit on the page. I mean, I don't mind collaging. I really like collaging. Normally, I find it very therapeutic and relaxing. But when I'm trying to hurry, I do not find it relaxing because I just get a little bit more, I don't know, struggly. So let's see this side. I think I'm gonna skip that one. I like this whole thing, so like I can just literally take my page and I know I'm gonna tear that one off to be the pocket on the front, but I want this one to be, I know I need these holes on that side, so this is the side I'm gonna cover. And I'm just going to simply find a glue book and just drop things on the floor. It's fine. Oh, and I was gonna use these glue sticks right here. I have a lot of these and they're not my favorites. So, I mean, they're fine. They're not my favorite. But I bought them, I have them, I need to use them. And I'd rather use them on my stuff than stuff that I'm gifting or selling. So, there is that. Oh my gosh, I have the world's funniest story. I think it's funny, I think it's hilarious, but so hang on for this ride. So the other day I went grocery shopping. My friend Brianne, and well, Maylee sent me a message. She was like, "Hey, you want to go shop? We're gonna go to the town's called Omak. If you're not from our area, it's about 45 minutes away, and that's where you go if you want to go to Safeway, or they now have a Marshall's there, which we wanted to go to Marshall's, and the Home Depot's there. So she needed to go to a few of those things, and then we wanted to go to a specialty shop, Grandma's Attic, which is always fun." Anyhow, all that to say, so we're shopping, and we went and did our big shopping, ate, and then we went to Marshall's. I think is what we did last. I think that's what we did last. Anyways, whatever, doesn't even matter. What happened there is what's funny. So the first thing we do when we go into Marshall's is we zeroed in on all the purses, the handbags, and stuff like that. So I'm like, I really need a new purse. So I'm particular because of the way my hands are from my hand surgeries. Like I call them claw hands because it doesn't close all the way. So I need to be able to get into my purse easily without jamming my thumbs and my fingers, or I get caught up, it just looks very awkward and it's very painful. So I am very picky on, so I have to make sure my purse works. So what was I doing? I was trying on many purses. I like the straps to hang over my shoulder and cross over me, so they can just hang on me while I'm doing stuff. I don't want my purses to be too big because then they will be too heavy because I'll put too much stuff in there. So what did I do? I strapped the purse on around my shoulder. And then I put my regular, I still have my purse on me too, but I set my purse while it's hanging on me. I set it inside the front of the basket of the cart. And I then take the things that I will always have in my purse. So I take my wallet out, and then I have my little bag of goodies, which is like, I don't know, mints, floss, nail filer, eye drops, just all those little random things, but I keep them in this little tiny soft pouch, and that's in my bag. So I put that in there, and I put my wallet in there, and then I put in my phone, because those are the three main things that I'll probably always have on me. So I want to make sure that there's room for that and a little to grow. So I'm trying on all these purses, and then I'm like, oh, whatever, I'm tired of it. I didn't find the purse. They didn't have a purse that fit for me, what I needed, so I'm like, whatever, and I left, and we all left, and we all went shopping, and we're just shopping and shopping and shopping, and I'm like, oh, I think I want a dress, which I didn't buy, but I was trying on dresses, and then we're finally, after all this time, like, I don't know, like an hour maybe or so goes by, and now we're in line, and we are paying for our stuff. So Maylee goes and she gets called in. There's a bunch of people in line behind us. So Maylee gets called in, she gets rung up, Brianne gets called in, she's getting rung up, and as I get called into my spot. So I go into my spot, and I want to do some lace. And then I go into my spot, and the lady's ringing me up, and then she gets to these cute bowls that I really wanted, these little dishes, like little 4 bowls in a set, and like just the perfect size for dessert. And I like to have my dessert, but I need to have a bowl that's smaller, because otherwise, whatever size my bowl is the size of my dessert. Let's just say that. So I'm just looking for these smaller bowls, and there's this set of 4, and I thought, oh, that's cute, perfect for me and my husband. And so how's that gonna go in that way? And so but they didn't have a price, and they only had 2 of these sets there, so neither one of them had the price on it. So I was like, whatever. So I grab them, and I'm hoping that they will have the price up front. So I get up there, and now, so Brianne's getting rung up down here, and I'm getting rung up right across. There's I don't know, a dozen or so people, and more people getting in line as this time is going on. People are just getting in line. And then they're like, oh, there's no price on this. Price check, price check. So now I'm waiting forever and a day for this price check. So this lady comes back, and she's like, oh, I can only find one other one there. Whatever, there's no price tag. So now, and I'm like, and so she brought something different that was completely different. And I thought it was too expensive for the set of 4. She goes, but I'll charge you this price. And I was like, skip it. I'll just skip it. So she's like, all right. So rings me up for my whopping $25 purchase. And I go to pay. And I'm like, open my purse, and I'm like, oh, my wallet, everything's there. So I have allergies, and I hate being caught off guard without tissue. So I just, as I leave the house, I always just like out of the tissue box, I'm like, grab like 5 or 6 tissues, and I just stuff them down my purse. And then I have my little gloves to keep my hands warm, because sometimes they get cold from the ACs and cars and stuff like that. I mean, I've got crazy stuff in my purse, always. I had a pair of socks in there because I was wearing sandals, and you know, if my feet get cold from the AC in the car, I'm gonna have my socks. I mean, I like to be prepared. So I have all these things in my purse, and I have it strapped onto me, and I'm like looking for my wallet, and I'm forgetting that I even did anything, and I'm like, oh my God, and I start stuttering, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and Brianne looks over, she's like, what's going on over there? She's like finishing paying, like she just picked her bags and she just got them paying, and she sees me just going, choo, 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 out of my purse, and as they're flying out, I'm catching them and throwing them and catching them, then I'm like digging through my purse, and I'm getting frantic, and the young gal at the cash register, she's just kind of like looking at me like, what's happening? Not sure, I'm not paying attention, so there's a line behind me, but I'm not paying attention to anybody but me. Sort of. And then Brianne's like, what's going on? I'm like, my wallet's gone. I don't know. And I realized, wait a minute, I had my wallet in my hand earlier. I'm like, I left it in one of those purses. And so I take off. I just sprint across the store. Just take off. I don't say anything. I just take off. I leave Brianne standing there with my purchases already rung up, minus the bowls that are sitting on the side of the counter now. And Maylee's like, Sandra, where are you, wait, where are you going? She has no idea. And then she looks around and I guess I have tissues. They're all over the floor. They're not used, but nobody knows that, you know? The people on the line don't know that. And so, I take off in my sprint, and, I just barely hear Brianne go, it's okay, I'll pay for her purchase. So I ran over to the purses, and I'm like trying to retrace my steps. I'm like, oh my gosh, I must have done a dozen purses. Where did I start? Where did I end? Where are the purses? And please God, let my wallet be in one of them. And so I'm thinking all of this. I'm probably, because I do talk out loud to myself, even when the video's not running. So I would not doubt, if I was to go watch their cameras, I'm running through the store, talking to myself, no doubt. And I get to the purses, and I'm like, I look in one, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I remember the last one I tried on because I really wanted it, but it was just a little too deep. My hand is just too deep. That was the issue. So I was like, oh my gosh, where's that purse at though? So I'm running through the little aisles of the purses. You know how anyways, I'm running through those aisles, and I'm looking for that purse. I see the purse, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my heart's thumping, like, oh, please let my wallet be in there. There's so much stuff in my wallet that really shouldn't be in my wallet, and it will not. Now I'm going to get it all out of my wallet. Anyhow, I open the purse up, and I don't see anything right away, but I remember the pocket's deep, so I reach my hand down, and there's my wallet. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. So then I run as fast as I can, because I vaguely heard Brianne say she was gonna pay for my purchase, but I really wasn't paying attention. I thought time stood still, I guess. And so I'm thinking, I'm gonna make it back over here to pay for my own purchase. So I go running over there, and as I'm running over there, Brianne and Maylee stop me before I can enter into the area, not the lineup area, but the other part where you come out of. They stop me. However, when they stop me, I'm still trying to get through. They're like, I guess, like trying to stop me, like kind of like a herding thing. Well, this poor lady who was shopping got caught up in the middle of the three of us at our standoff. On accident. And she just stood still and put her arms in tight. She's like, oh, oh, oh. I mean, none of us were touching each other, but we were all so close to each other that we could have probably just all hugged. And so Brianne's like, Sandra, I need you to, Sandra, pay attention. Just stop for a second and back up. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I back up, and she goes, here's your bag. I paid for your purchase. And she goes, why aren't you moving? The lady stepped away, and I bent down. I go, because there's a nickel on the floor. Like, Maylee goes, oh my gosh, you are so embarrassing. And she goes walking out of the store. So as we get in the car, we're walking there, Brianne's like, oh my gosh, Sandra, that was crazy. You had tissues everywhere. She goes, they were like flying out of your purse. They were all over the floor. She goes, I had to look back at you. I thought I thought you were like Goldilocks with the crumbs, like they were trailing around behind you. She goes, you just took off. And that poor little cashier girl, she's young, and she's just like looking at the counter like, and Brianne goes, it's okay, they're not used, they're not used. She goes, I'm gonna clean everything up, and Maylee goes, I know they're not used, Mom, but ew, ew. And she's like picking them up, and they're on the floor too. Oh my God. And I know those people are never gonna forget me. I don't remember who anybody looks like in that line, but anyhow, all that talking, I didn't get much done. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for the majority of my backs. I think I'm just going to do this to them. What do you think? And then that way, when we put something on it, like, for instance, let's see. So like, if this was going on it, this would be the thing. And I think that's gonna be a pretty background, although this would probably go a different way. But you see what I'm saying. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I just wanted to get on here and then share that little story and share what I'm gonna do to make my process go a little faster. And then these pieces that I pulled off, of course, they are going to be the pockets. And so they're gonna go on this side. And did I do that backwards? No, there we go. They're gonna go on this side. And although I love flowers and I love looking at them, but I think I just need to tone it down just a tiny bit. So it's kind of what I was thinking of when I pulled this strip off. Like, I can just tone it down a little bit, you know, and just do that. And then I can put a strip right here, like that I tore off already. What did I do with them? So, in my madness of my story. So that's me on a shopping trip. There's honestly, there's not a lot out of the ordinary, because I'm just a nightmare, but I'm not a nightmare. All I know is Brianne said, she goes, one thing I can say for sure is every time we go on a shopping trip, it is always eventful and I never forget it. And I said, well, I guess that's a good thing, right? Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Oh, who wants to go shopping with Sandra? Nope. And that's uncoffeed. That's an uncoffeed Sandra. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just kind of line them out like that, and then this is the back. Oh, I did do that one upside down, but that's okay, because this is the back, and this is where the pocket would go, and it really doesn't matter to me how that happens. But the other thing I wanted to do is, I told you on my thing that, you know, after I went for that little job, it was like a very casual job interview. Like, I literally wore sandals and capri leggings and just a little blouse. A little blouse, just a nice blouse, you know, nothing crazy, nothing stained or ripped, but, you know, decent. And I was so excited that I went to the thrift store and I bought $5 worth of stuff. And then I went to Omax and went shopping, and I bought napkins, if you can believe it. I couldn't help myself. I just couldn't help myself. So at Marshall's, look at these napkins. Look at these napkins. Like, this was on sale for $3. And this one was on sale for $4. And they're probably normally only $5 or $6, but still, they're on sale and they're so pretty. I just think these flowers will be pretty, and these butterflies, like fall colors. So, like, I need more napkins, goodness gracious. And I do have some packs to get ready to sell. So I think I'm gonna add these into those. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? That's so pretty. And, let's just see how, like, I'm gonna get all the plies off here. Yeah. No plying around here. So, then, and I know we can save these. Look at, there's a light print on that one. And if you save those for another project, so if you're gonna start doing that, you might wanna start saving them if you haven't done that before, for another project someday. So then we have that one ply. Isn't that nice? So, this is, make sure, sometimes they'll tell you if they're 2-ply or 3-ply, but I want to see this one too. Do they have a name? They are from Marshall's guest towels from Diane Newkirch. I think I love all the pretty writings, but at the same time, these are Martha Stewart. But at the same time, like, I can read Martha Stewart. See? Good job, Martha. Good job. Diane, very pretty writing, but it's hard to read your name. So you want to stand out if it's your stuff. You want to stand out. Right? Okay, so how many flies? There's that one. That one's easy to get off. Come on. And there we go. Get that. So, oh my gosh. Oh, that was my fun. Oh, I didn't do that very well, but that's okay. Guess we better use it soon then, huh? Huh. I'm also self-conscious now about that, huh? But not really. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's so, I just think that's going to be so pretty. Oh my gosh, yes. And I'm sure, Erica, I'm sure you love that. Look at all those gorgeous oranges in there. How can you not like orange? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. But they're pretty even together. I love that. So that's what I got at Marshall's. Let's see. But at the thrift store, I found these for 99 cents, and they look a little, I don't even know what they are. But I was thinking, it says refrigerate, but I'm thinking I could use these for maybe crafting on, like for glues and inks. I don't really know what they are. But there, it's that. It's called Rival Refrigerate, Freeze, and Microwave. Oh, are these those bags that you seal? Well, maybe we'll do something else then if that's it. Looks like the insides have not been used. The outside's a little grungy, maybe from being stored, but the inside looks good. I'm not going to use it in my kitchen, but I will use it in my craft room. Yes, yes. I found this pad of paper for 99 cents, and it is the stationery pad, jelly ink paper, but isn't that pretty? I love how, I don't know if the camera's picking that. Is the camera picking that up? This cool texture-y looking. It feels like smooth, but it has that parchment. That's what I'm looking for. And then it has lines on this side. So there's that. Wouldn't that be nice backdrops on some of the pages for some stationery? Found this cool ribbon, and I have some of these and some other colors. So it's like a like that Christmas satiny type papery ribbon, but it also has, oh, let's just use this. There. Just stand up so I can see better. Do you see that? Isn't that so pretty? So I have that. And then I found, oh my gosh, look at, this card is from a different project before and I couldn't find it. It fell into this bag that was sitting beside me. Jiminy Christmas. Okay, so this is photo paper satin, 99 cents, and I checked to make sure it's like a full pack. So somebody probably bought it, never used it, or used like a piece of it, and that's it. So this is good for alcohol inks, but I also like to print my digi kits and things on this. They come out really nice, so I've got that. And then I found a binder. No, not a binder. This is 99 cents also, this book. I feel like if I can take it apart if I want to, but I bought this because I liked the paper in here. And at first I was like, what the what? Look at, I don't know if you can see that, but it's spider, let's do this. It's spider web, and it's, so it feels like it might be, it doesn't feel quite like vellum, but maybe it is, I don't know. But if I do it on this side, can you see the spider web? I guess it should be on camera. Can you see it? Is it popping through? Where's that black piece of paper at? Yeah, I think now you can see it. Maybe this side. So I don't know are all the papers. So you get this paper right here, and then you get this spider web paper right here. Like, oh my gosh, like somebody was like, I know Sandra's gonna be here and she's gotta have her spider stuff for Halloween. So I can be the spider. I have a costume that I put together through yard sales and thrift stores finds. I've pieced it together. I don't sew, so it's literally pieced together with like safety pins. And anyways, everybody's always, what are you? What are you? And it's my costume that I would always wear at the house for when the kids came. And I wanted to be pretty consistent with the costume because I did a big thing every year. And I wanted the kids to know, you know, even though it was scary and spooky and fun, that that is really Sandra. So, one of those kind of things. Anyhow, and so I always said, when they asked me what I was, I said, I'm the spider witch. So that's what I was. I was the spider witch. So there you go, friends. That's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to show you what I'm up to on the Ideal book to try to get that put together, those pages, because I have a bazillion I need to do. And I wanted to show you my cool little finds. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you enjoy the video, and I will see you on the next one. Enjoy all your moments. Bye, friends.